You work hard, bust your chops day in and day out. And what do you do with all your hard-earned money? Well, for most of us, it's the classic. We toss it in the bank. Seems like the safe and responsible thing to do, right? But hold on just a second, because Robert Kiyosaki has got some eye-opening insights that might have you second-guessing that move. Welcome to MoneyWise Investor, your trusted source for financial information. By the end of this video, you'll be on your way to unlocking the secrets of becoming richer by 2025 and beyond. So, hold on tight, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications. Kiyosaki is not your average financial guru. No, he's a legend in the finance world, an entrepreneur extraordinaire, and the brilliant mind behind the game-changing book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This book is like the holy grail of financial wisdom, and it has transformed millions of lives worldwide. But why does Robert Kiyosaki think you shouldn't keep your hard-earned money in the bank? It's time to uncover the truth behind those closed bank doors. Renowned author Robert Kiyosaki, famous for his best-selling book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has expressed serious concerns about the state of the world economy. He believes that it's on the brink of collapse and has issued warnings to investors about potential risks such as bank runs, frozen savings, and bail-ins that could follow. Kiyosaki has been vocal about his lack of trust in several institutions, including the Biden administration, the Federal Reserve, the Treasury, and Wall Street. In the past, he cautioned that the actions of the Federal Reserve could potentially harm the U.S. economy and the dollar. During his The Rich Dad Channel podcast on June 28th, Kiyosaki didn't hold back in criticizing the U.S. Federal Reserve and other parts of the government, referring to them as the Addams Family and cartoons killing the economy. He firmly believes that the country's economy is facing severe troubles, and he expressed his dismay over the current situation. In this particular podcast episode, Kiyosaki engaged in a discussion about the financial outlook of the U.S. with his wife and fellow investor, Kim Kiyosaki, as well as Naomi Prinz, an economist and author of the book Permanent Distortion: How Financial Markets Abandoned the Real Economy Forever. Together, they delved into the role of commercial banks running the Fed behind the scenes and its potential impact on the nation's economy. The recent failures of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank have sent shockwaves through the nation, leaving many Americans deeply worried about the state of the economy and the safety of their hard-earned money. Kiyosaki's skepticism about the government's actions and the economic future of the United States reflects the concerns of many who are closely observing the country's financial landscape. With ongoing uncertainties and challenges, the conversation around the nation's economic well-being continues to be a critical topic of discussion. In his candid remarks, Kiyosaki made it clear that he views the Fed with skepticism, stating that he believes it's not our friend. According to him, the Fed was established with a primary objective of saving the banks, and he accuses the institution of resorting to deceptive tactics to dissuade people from quickly withdrawing their money from the banks in times of uncertainty. You might be wondering, what does this mean for me and you? How does it affect us? Well, let me break it down in a way that hits home. Picture this. You work hard for your money, and it's only natural you want it to grow, right? But here's the thing. Traditional banks are not giving your money the chance to grow. Instead, it's slowly losing value over time, thanks to inflation. Over the past few years, the cost of living has been creeping up steadily, and it's not showing any signs of stopping. In the United States alone, inflation has averaged around 2 to 3% annually. That's the price we pay for life getting more expensive. Now, that might not sound like much, but let's see how it affects us in real terms. Say you have $10,000 sitting in your savings account, and the inflation rate is 2.5%. At the end of the year, your money's purchasing power is reduced by $250. But wait, you might ask, doesn't my bank give me interest on my savings? Well, hold on to your hats, because this is where it gets a little depressing. The average interest rate on savings accounts these days is around 0.5%. Yes, you heard me right, 0.5%. That's barely enough to cover a cup of coffee these days, let alone grow your wealth. Let's do the math to see how much interest you'd earn on the same $10,000 after a year. Drumroll please. It's a whopping $50. You'd earn just enough to buy yourself a nice dinner. No fancy steakhouse, mind you. We're talking about fast food here. So, if your money is snoozing away in a savings account, it's losing value over time, and you're missing out on potential growth. It's like trying to run a marathon in quicksand. You're putting in all the effort, but you're not getting anywhere. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want my money just collecting dust. I want it to work for me, to grow, to thrive. And that's exactly what Robert Kiyosaki preaches. It's time to stop being complacent and take control of our financial destinies. You see, Kiyosaki believes in making your money work for you, not the other way around. He's all about seizing the moment, grabbing those exciting investment opportunities, and building your wealth like a boss. And let me tell you, he's got a point. The rich understand that money needs to be in motion to create value. Instead of saving it in the bank, they invest in cash-flowing assets that appreciate over time, generating even more wealth. Think about it. Why would you want your money to sit idle in a bank, losing value, when you could put it to work in assets that have the potential to multiply your wealth? Robert Kiyosaki has consistently expressed his apprehensions about impending market crashes. He specifically advised against leaving your money idle in the bank, and instead recommended investing in inflation hedge assets, in gold, silver, and of course, Bitcoin. He referred to gold and silver as God's money, and hailed Bitcoin as people's money. Kiyosaki boldly made predictions regarding the future prices of these assets. He foresees Bitcoin reaching an impressive price of $500,000 by 2025, with gold rising to $5,000 and silver soaring to $500. For the current year, he anticipates gold to reach $3,800 and silver to hit $75. He firmly believes that those holding gold, silver, and Bitcoin will witness significant wealth accumulation when the Federal Reserve shifts its stance and begins printing trillions of dollars. As early as January, he declared that the world was experiencing a global recession, warning of increasing bankruptcies, unemployment, and homelessness. Robert Kiyosaki's warnings serve as a wake-up call for investors to be mindful of the potential economic challenges ahead. He advocates for diversifying investments to more resilient assets like Bitcoin, gold, and silver, which he believes will provide better protection during tumultuous times. But wait, we're not stopping there. Let's talk about investing in the stock market, the thrilling roller coaster ride of opportunities. Over the last century, the stock market has delivered an average annual return of around 7 to 10%. Imagine your money growing at that rate. So while it might have its ups and downs, in the long run, the stock market has proven to be a powerful wealth-building machine. And guess what? You don't need $1 million to get started. You can invest with as little as $100 using fractional shares. Now that's democratizing wealth right there. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying, but what about the risks? It's all fun and games until we lose our hard-earned money. And you know what? You're absolutely right to be cautious. But hey, life is about taking calculated risks, right? And that's where diversification comes into play. Diversity. It's the golden rule of investing. By spreading your money across different assets, you can protect yourself from major losses. So even if one investment isn't doing so hot, others might be soaring high, balancing things out. Now, before we wrap up, we'd love to say congratulations. You've just embarked on a journey that could change your life. Remember, don't let your money sit idle in the bank. Embrace Robert Kiyosaki's advice and explore the exciting world of inflation hedge assets investing and the stock market. Take control of your financial destiny, and you'll be on your way to becoming richer by 2025 and beyond. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our ever-growing finance community. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay money-wise.